Kingdom Ambassadors? What's good? What's popping? What's going on in between, underneath, above, and all of that good stuff? How you feeling? How you kicking? How you breathing? The moral of the story is, beloved, how you doing? I was looking for my phone because I knew I had brought it in here with me, but can't seem to find it. It's okay. Anyway, give me 1 second, because I'm thirsty. Okay. How y'all doing? You hydrated? Because if you're not, I'm going to need you to get hydrated. Anywho, on this channel since, I don't know, but Happy New Year, Merry Christmas, Happy Thanksgiving, all those holidays, and happy belated birthday to me. Yes, December 27th was a thing. It is a thing, you know. I told 27, turned 27 on the 27th. Who you know? Who you know turned 27 on the 27th? Nobody cares. Anyway, so I'm back on here without rambling because this is gonna be a cute little short video snippet, a little summary on what's been going on with Potomac. Now, before I get into that, the upload schedule is going to be at least, I don't know exactly what days, but I know for a fact, you guys are going to get a video, at least one video a month. Now, when it comes to the anime, we're going to do that too. We just got to finish Fruit Basket and get to other ones. But I think I'm going to start tackling shows one at a time instead of trying to do a lot of things at one time. Maybe grow into doing a lot of things at one time, but it got overwhelming for me, then it just... And plus, I wasn't in my creative space anymore. It's la. If you want to know what happened, you can go to my YouTube channel. My other YouTube channel called Beautifully Yasmin. I would say Yasmin, but that's this one. Beautifully Yasmin. And you can find out what happened on my birthday and all that extra stuff. So, head over there. This is the video right here. It's the video's over here somewhere. And this is the channel somewhere, okay? I don't know why I'm moving my hair on doing that, but anyway. So head over there and find out what happened over there and see if you, yeah, that's the upload. So at least once a month, you're gonna have a reaction video from me regarding a reality show. You're also gonna have a video from me regarding anime. Now the anime may be every other month, but I really want to do every month, so we're just going to see. We just got to build up the stamina for me, okay? That's just not... Because I love y'all and I want to give y'all content. So, I just got to do it in a smart manner. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. So far, y'all know where I had left off with y'all was Ashley getting a divorce. Ashley's still getting a divorce, but Ashley's back to being messy. We're Household Potomac is what I'm talking about. Ashley is real bad. She's really bad to being messy. It's giving. So we had saw that, like, in the trailer, we had saw Ashley and Candace getting along, and everybody was like, "Oh my gosh!" Now I will be first to say that I did not like Candace prior to, not because I felt like, not because she was dark skinned like that, because no, I'm African, so like, not because of that. It's only because I just felt like with that whole thing with Monique. I guess I can see, I only saw it from her Monique's perspective, honestly. But I can see it from, I can see it from both perspectives now. But I actually legitimately like Candace now. Not because of anything, just because she's real smart. She reads real nicely. So in the show we had saw that Candace and Ashley was gonna be friends or whatever, and I thought I was gonna last. Girl, who bad? No, it did not last. Ashley, Giselle, Deborah, Debbie. We got introduced to Deborah this week. But Ashley and Giselle are on a rampage coming for Chris, which is Candace's husband, about him flirting with other women and him making Giselle feel uncomfortable regarding a conversation, which we talked about as well. And I just feel like at this point, Ashley, just because you are in a, what's the word? Just because you are in withal, like you've had it withal with your husband, just because you are in a hard place with your husband does not mean that you should try to, misery loves company, basically. Ashley's trying to drag Candace down with her, and it's just like, but it's not giving what you wanted to give. It's giving your husband is a creeper. He is weird, old and weird. And Candace's husband may be older than her, but he is not really into, he's not giving those same type of teas as Michael was. Michael was grabbing man's behinds. Michael was S-ing other people. I can't say the word because it's issue too. Michael was S-ing other men. It was giving a lot, and you wanted to lie and keep pretending like you just don't see what your husband was doing. So she's trying to bring that same little scenario with Candace, and it's not giving that for Candace. First of all, Chris don't really too much interact with that. And I'm so grateful that Bravo had like footage to prove that Chris is innocent. And I feel like when you lie on a man when it comes to SAing or like when it comes to their marriage, you should be demoted when it comes financially. Like there should be some type of repercussion, some type of like something for you to just that's somebody's livelihood. That's somebody's marriage you're playing with. That's not okay. So for Ashley, for Candace, yeah, for Ashley and Giselle, they should be reprimanded for that, and that's not okay. I don't like it at all. Now everybody don't really like Robin's hair, but I think Robin looks pretty. But I think everybody looks pretty. So I don't know if it's just me just being like, everybody, yeah. I feel like there's some people who are, the beauty is in the eyes of the beholder. There's some people for me that are like that. But then majority of the time, when I see people, if your personality is the bomb, then you're going to look the bomb to me. So, am I going to want to date you? Probably not. But do I think you're beautiful? Yeah. But, so Robin to me look pretty. Now her hair, it's cute to me too sometimes. It's cute. I'm not into hair like that. I don't do hair. I don't know when the hair looks stiff. I can't even tell somebody has on lace fronts so I'm like the last person to judge on hair, so I wouldn't know. So to me, her hair looks cute. She's cute. All that. Now I can tell Giselle hair is bad because that's just it's the color in her skin. It just is not going. It's just no. But anywho, Robin has been coming at me, Wendy all season long. I don't understand why. I know why from the previous season because Wendy ate Robin up when they were trying to do that whole thing like, oh, Eddie must be cheating on Wendy solely because she is changing her body. And yeah, I understood where they were coming from in that season, but now that I see how it affected Wendy, I can understand how Wendy could have took that and how it could have been like, oh, because she's a dark-skinned woman, the only reason she's changing her body is solely because of her husband. Because Karen, when it got her boobs done, nobody said anything about it. Nobody like, oh, she probably would have got it done because no, she tried to keep up with the young man. Nobody saying that. But when Wendy did it, it was taboo. It was, you're a professor. You don't do no such thing. Oh my gosh. Anyway. So Robin and Wendy had got into it. And Robin was getting all aggressive and in Wendy's face. Now, that's not the first nor the last time that aggression is going to be put towards Wendy for no reason. And when she tried to correct Robin about it, Robin lied, and also, which I don't understand why she's there this season, because she's really not bringing anything to the show, and it's really like, what do you? I like her in the previous seasons, but she's just not really. She's not. We don't see her house. We don't see nothing about you. What's her name? Charisse. Charisse. She called Charisse to back her up. Charisse lies for her too, and was like, I didn't have to pull you back. Nonetheless, Robin was lying, and we saw that she was lying. Now, fast forward to they go on a trip to Miami via Mia. Now, at this time, we were introduced to Jacqueline, Mia's best friend, and she was there too. And also, we got introduced to Deborah, who is Ashley's friend, who claims that Chris was flirting with her at Karen's spring forward party. But put a pin in that Deborah shenanigan. So they go to Miami. The whole crew is there. It's given trying to ice out Wendy. Now, while all this simultaneously is happening, Candace is about to do a feature with Trina, and Trina lives in Miami, as y'all know, because she's in Love and Hip Hop Miami. Okay, so she's in Miami. She's going over there so they can do the feature and get all that stuff situated. While Candace is out here doing her grinding her business or whatever, at the house with Mia and them is everybody else. And one thing first of all, Mia did not get enough room for everybody. She purposefully gave Wendy and Candace, didn't even have a bed, bro. Gave Wendy and Candace the bunk beds, which is so weird. Then, is his name Thomas? Peter Thomas, a little weird. Patricia, he's so weird. He is so weird. He appears in this episode because Barb 1 is in Miami. Don't care, don't want to go. As y'all remember, I told y'all that Peter wanted to do business with Wendy because Wendy was talking about her lounge, a Nigerian lounge or whatever, right? So now I don't even know how all of this came about, but as they're in Miami, Mia and Peter know each other because allegedly, Peter to me and Mia used to have a thing, okay? Because there's no way, because she later on says that, we'll get to that. So anyway, so Peter and Mia are family. And he tells Mia that he's upset with Wendy, which men don't usually do. They don't go to other women, talk about other women. They don't usually give off women vibes. So he went to Mia and was like, I'm upset with Wendy, because she never replied to me about the business. What does you and Wendy business have to do with Mia? Don't get it. So Mia then took that as a thing to have against Wendy and decides to, while they're talking about it and Wendy's checking her, and she's telling her, like, I don't check in with men. This is not a business meeting. This is a vacation for me. Because Mia was like, why you didn't tell Peter you were in town? How you gonna be in town? I tell Peter. And Wendy was like, I don't know how y'all do it in y'all marriage, but that's not what I do in my marriage. I don't check in with other men. Only person I check in with is my husband. Secondly, I'm not in town for business. Thirdly, I don't need you to tell me what to do. Fourthly, mind your business. You weren't there when we had the meeting to begin with. You should not be nowhere in my business. Now, come to find out, first of all, Wendy did reply to Thomas because he asked her to come look at some location, and he sent her a contract, something like that, and she wanted to see the location first before she signed a contract, and he never replied back to her. So you're mad because she caught you trying to play with her money, dumb man. Anyway, so as she's checking Mia throws alcohol in her face, then later on proceeds to hit Wendy in the face with her bag. And to me, I feel like as a women of color cast, there should be no reason to why it is okay for another woman to throw a drink in a verbal argument and also hit that same woman with her bag, and we still victimize the person who caused the altercation, who insinuated everything. Why are we victimizing Mia and not Wendy? Wendy is the victim, the real victim. So because she's black or because she's dark skinned, they just automatically assume that pain just doesn't affect her that much. I don't understand. In that moment, all that was happening, Robin was antagonizing Wendy even more, having her camera out and telling her she's antagonizing Mia. You're antagonizing Mia. Ooh, woo, 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 woo. Fast forward to outside the show when she gets interviewed and she's talking about, I was just trying to tell Wendy not to lose her job and da 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 da. Wendy, you a bold-faced lie. I mean, not Wendy. Robin, you a bold-faced lie. And I don't really too much respect you as a woman at all. Because the same energy they had with Monique and Candace's situation, they were like, I can't be on this show anymore. I don't want to film with you anymore because you are putting a bad name on us black women. Da 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 da. Now when it was, the table had turned and it was Wendy and Mia, it was, now you can stand it because you put out your phone to record instead of stopping the altercation. Instead of people stepping in between and pulling Mia away and telling her, yo, you mad bugging, shorty. Like, you doing too much. You need to go home. And even when she wanted to go home, y'all told Mia to stay and put Wendy, who was the victim, allowed her to leave the house and then proceed to ice her out for her getting hit in the face and her getting a drink thrown on her in an altercation that had nothing to do with the person who started the altercation. Blows my mind to this day. But anyway, so fast forward, we leave that. That was the big thing that happened at that trip. They leave, they go back home. Wendy then proceeds, and I understand why she did that because I think it's a thing in the African culture, honestly. Because she then proceeds to apologize to Robin and also apologize to Mia. And said she can understand her point of view. Ooh, yikes. And one of the reasons why Mia threw a drink in her face was because Wendy has stated that she was wondering why she was so much invested in this situation unless when Mia is sleeping with him. Like, why are you so worried about what this man and I got going on? Why should I have checked with this man? You must be the one messing with him if you're so worried. Now, fast forward, we found out that Mia and Gordon, I guess, used to have relations with Peter's current girlfriend or something like that. And I also, just from like watching other reviews or whatever, like Bonzi Blue, I also agree with the sentiment that like Mia had to have had relations because she was a stripper. Let's cut the bullshit. She was a stripper. So as a stripper, I feel like she had interactions with Peter at some point in her life. Because the girl, or they all had a foursome. Some's going on to where you just so invested in this man's life. Girl, pop down. So anyway, so she apologized to me and Mia was like, she's not saying my name. Who she's like, girl, boom. Didn't understand why she did that. Then she proceeded to apologize to Robin, and her and Robin made up or whatever. She apologized to Robin. She apologized to Robin twice, fam. Twice. For Robin getting in her face. Twice. And this is why I think it's an African thing. Because mostly in our culture, when something is done wrong to you, whether you, like growing up as a child, whether your parents are wrong or right, whether you're wrong or in the right, like even in school when you get in trouble, the fact that they're getting a call in general is bad. They don't care what you've done, who is wrong. The fact that they're getting a call in general, you're in trouble. So I feel like because of that, and what we're taught to do is just apologize. Of GP, just whether you're wrong, whether you're right, make it right, apologize. And I think that's what she did. because she knew she was not in the wrong, but she just wanted to have peace and just wanted to get out that whole. I don't like confrontation, and I feel like she don't like confrontation either. And because I don't like confrontation, I don't care if I'm right or wrong. I'm gonna apologize and move the mess on. Like it's all good. There's no pride over here. It's all good. I'm right. I know I'm right, but it's okay. I'm sorry. Can we move on? Okay? And that's what she did. And now we're off the whole Wendy thing. We're back on the Candace and her husband thing. Now, and also now Jacqueline, on the trip, Jacqueline and Mia were in the shower together. And now it's causing questions amongst Giselle and Robin and Sharice and them. And they're feeling like, is Jacqueline the third member of Mia and Gordon's relationship? Like, is she a tap me in, tap her in, tap her in type of girl in their relationship because they helped her buy a car. Now, I don't understand why Giselle and them are so worried about other people's lives but not bringing anything to the show themselves. I don't know what's going on in Giselle's life at all, but she is so fixated on everybody's lives. So, Giselle and Robin have their reasonably shady show. It was a cute turnout. It wasn't really like as full as they went and rented a stadium, which it was a good turnout though. It wasn't that empty, but it was empty. But it wasn't like it wasn't that empty. It was a good turnout. They put in 20,000. They made back 14,000. You know, they lost, but they made 14,000. So now, then not Robin. Karen has her own event. It was really weird. It was all over the place. I don't know what the event was about. I still don't know to this day. I just watched this too. I don't understand what Karen's event about. But she took notes at Giselle's event, Giselle and Robin's event, and still, I understood what Robin's and Giselle's event was about. And it was boring, but I understood what it was about. But with hers, Karen's, I still to this day don't get what that event is about. It was just too much. How are you? It was too much. Anyway, you gotta go watch it. See what I'm talking. It was too much. So now we're at the part where Deborah is now in the show now, and she's talking about how Chris was trying to flirt with her at that event, like I had mentioned earlier. So now Candace and her mom came to Karen's event. Everybody was at Karen's event, and that's when Robin and Candace made up. So Robin told Candace that's the girl that's Ashley's friend that's talking about Chris flirting with her. So Ashley then tries to introduce, and I feel like as you're Candace's friend longer, and you have alliance with Candace because y'all on this show together, why would you bring somebody in her midst? You could have done this like privately and brought Deborah and Candace together, and they could have talked about it. But the way you did it was being real messy. Anyway, so she introduced Deborah to Candace, and Candace was really not trying to hear it. She wasn't trying to give no time, no play, no time, no camera time, none of that. Which I applaud her for that. Now, and also Deborah also says that Eddie was flirting with her because he was smiling at her. And Wendy went back and told Eddie this, and Eddie was like, so smiling is now considered flirting now? I still don't get that to this day, because like, what is he supposed to do? Not smile? And when Bravo rolled back the camera, it was solely him talking to Chris. Eddie and Chris was talking to each other. Nobody was really studying Deborah like that. Deborah went and introduced herself to Chris and told Chris, oh, my husband's name is Chris too. And he was really uninterested, very not invested in the conversation or none of that. They were really talking to each other. And I believe that Candace can tell the BS from the beginning. That's why she didn't put any 20 on 10 on it. Because Deborah's putting 20 on 10. Ashley's putting 30 on 50. Giselle is putting 100 on 0. Okay? So that's what's been going on between me. It's just been a whole lot of nothing. People trying to lie. It was just a whole lot of lies. A whole lot of lies. And even Mia was like, he was trying to talk to her. Girl, don't nobody want to talk to you. Girl. I was gonna say something, but I'm not in the business of like talking about women like that. But I really wish that she would have never had surgery on her face. I really wish that she would have left herself just the way she was when she was younger, because she was so pretty back then. But now it's just, it's like Carly Red. Like, I really wish that these people would have left themselves alone, because my gosh, y'all forget that y'all gonna age, right? And it's just gonna start looking like it's looking. Like, yikes. Makeup can only do but so much, my love. Makeup can only do but so much. But more power to you, girl. You had the money for it. You did it. Yay. Woo. Yeah, but that's what's been going on so far with Real Housewives of Potomac. I will be back next week to catch you up on that episode, the new episode that's gonna come out, and then we're almost done with that episode. And then I also gotta catch you guys up on Abbott. Abbott has been given a lot of flirting between. Yeah, it's been given. So make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and give that notification bell a ring-a-ding. Hey, if you do nothing else today. Make sure you head over to my other channel and we'll check out that video and subscribe over there. Subscribe to my podcast. I love you. I mean it. God loves you. You know it. And I will see you in my very, very, very next video. Bye.